Hello everyone, Matt Hoots here with Sawhorse, and we've got a deck, a little landing and stairs that we're putting in behind us. And I'm going to talk about how to put in the Fortress. It's the AL13 pre-finished handrail. Now I've got two different components. One that's going to go between the two posts. We've not set these posts in place yet, but it's going to go in at an angle. And the other is going to go in the upper section. So when you order these, make sure you order one that is fixed. You can have the fixed welds that are the top and the bottom of the handrail, and there's another one. Make sure you let them know that you're going to use it on the stairs. That way it can be cut and slide in at an angle. So the first thing we're going to do is set the post. Now, the reason we decided to do this instead of doing something from scratch that's pressure treated or something like that is that this one right here actually acts as a guardrail and acts as a handrail at the same time. And the reason what that means is that since you can grab onto the top of this with your hand, that this actually counts as that grab rail going down the stairs. Otherwise, you have to put a guardrail and a handrail in place. We'll talk about that a little bit later on in this video. So I got this Milwaukee 3/8 inch drive. Got this at Home Depot. Mainly because I need something that can work with the impact wrench, but also that has enough torque where it's not going to twist off, and it's made for something like this where it can put the bolts into the deck. See how this works out. Happens to go along with our M18 lithium with 3 amp hours and the impact wrench. All right, now we're going to take this handrail and bend it, and then mark it so we can make the cuts on one end so we can install it. All right, I noticed when I bend it that one of the top rail is actually a little bit shorter than the bottom rail. So what I'm going to do is make sure that the brackets will hold it where I don't have to cut it, but I'm also going to just tape it in place so I can mark the bottom rail. All right, after a little bit of fighting, we finally got the rail installed, and overall I'm pretty pleased with this. The reason we chose this over, say, a stick-built one is if you go with something that's made out of wood here in Georgia, it's going to get destroyed. Another option would have been to go with something that's like wrought iron and pre-finished. That would have been nice because it would have all gone in one installation. However, the challenge with that is maintenance over time. So this one is a pre-finished aluminum. So aluminum doesn't rust, it's going to last a long time. And if you take good care of it, it should last as long as the deck, if not longer. Overall, I thought it was pretty easy to install. There were a few things that I wish would have come with this. Now, with the actual posts themselves, we did not have the bolts to hold them down to the framing itself, so I had to go out to Home Depot and get some lag bolts. Went to a few other stores. They didn't, before I went to Home Depot, they didn't actually have anything that was galvanized, so I went to some galvanized lag bolts to hold this down. I needed 4 of those. I would recommend getting at least 3/8 of an inch. I think 1/2 inch could fit, but I wasn't quite sure if 1/2 inch would fit, so I got 3/8. And it held pretty tightly. Now, one of these rails, all it needs to do is withstand 200 foot-pounds of torque, and did the pressure test. It looks like it can hold pretty well. So pretty pleased with how that is fastened. If you enjoyed this video, check out our playlist off to the right of all the different decks that we've either looked at, installed, or interviewed the manufacturers. We've got AZEK, we've got Wahoo, and lots of other types of decks that we've installed. We've also got some handrails as well, so take a look at those. And if there's anything you want us to look at or interview, I've got lots of connections to the trade, to different manufacturers, so I can ask them specific questions on your behalf, and I can put the answer in the comments below. Thanks again, and see you guys next time.